If I'm describing the E22, I would say it's an elegant solution for the 2014 regulations. Obviously, they're a big challenge, and we've had to come up with something that's quite different to designs we've done before. Well, the nose is quite interesting, and there's been a lot of talk about it. We think it's quite a nice solution. It's innovative, and but also we know we've talked to the FIA, and they're happy with our design. But it's nice to have something a little bit different. Well, the new power units do include a lot of energy recovery. It's a much bigger part of the power unit than it was in 2013, and that's meant there's bigger energy stores to package. There's a lot more cabling, and the cooling requirements from the power unit are much bigger than we've seen in previous years, and much more complicated. So trying to end up with an elegant package for all that for the power unit and cooling systems is a big challenge. But again, it's one we feel we've got quite an elegant solution for. Well, the E22 is completely new, so every part of it's new. There was very little we could carry across from previous cars, but in certain areas we've carried across the same philosophy. So in our aerodynamics and our suspension, we've carried across philosophies that we've learnt in previous cars. Well, the racing in 2014 is going to be very interesting. I think we're all expecting surprises. It's a little bit hard to forecast who's going to be up at the top and who's going to be struggling a bit more. But there's some interesting challenges, and trying to run a race on 100 kilos, there's going to be a lot of interesting energy management through the race, and it's going to make it quite exciting. Well, I think reliability is a big concern for all the teams. Obviously, at the Jerez test, some teams have done a lot of mileage, some haven't done so much. But teams are going to learn a lot as they go through the first race, and there'll be scenarios they have that they don't expect. And I don't think any of the teams expect to have as good a finishing record as they've been used to in previous years. Well, with the new regulations, obviously all the teams are just getting used to them, and they've started with a new design of car, but there's a lot more possibilities, so the development rate will be much higher, and you'll probably see that the teams shuffle their order a little bit more through the season as some teams find good directions to follow. Well, there are some quite nice solutions out there. Already Mercedes and Red Bull have some quite nice aspects to their cars, but on the E22 we've got some nice directions that we're pleased with, and we think that'll be quite nice, quite elegant, and it's going to be very interesting when we can see them all run together and have a look at the relative performance. Some of the other teams have come up with some quite nice solutions. Mercedes and Red Bull have some quite interesting aspects to their cars, but already the direction we've seen on the E22 is quite nice, quite elegant, and we're very pleased with the design. And now we're at the time where it's going to be interesting to see how they all compare and how competitive we look on track.